fun. Nothing's gonna stop me now. Middle-aged and I'm on the run, looking for my way out. Two wheels and I'm letting loose, a past in the rearview mirror. A maverick with my best friend Goose, we're letting go of our feet.
Still taking your medication?
I'm a 30-year-old on a scooter, sun in my eyes and the wind in my hair. 30-year-old on a scooter, just don't care, and I just don't care. Racing through my journeys, ice cream fun. I park my baby right outside. No one fucking touch it. No one fucking touch it. Get Kenny. Cookies and cream melting in the sun, but somebody's stolen my ride. Somebody touched it, so I down it like a milkshake, fighting stance. Someone's gonna fucking pay. But I look at the eyes of my best friend Dan, I know it's gonna be okay.
What?
30-year-old on a scooter, sun in my eyes and the wind in my hair. 30-year-old on a scooter, just don't care. 30-year-old on a scooter, sun in my eyes and the wind in my hair. 30-year-old on a scooter, yeah. I'm way out of touch, and I just don't care. This is for all the scooter lovers. Can you give me a ride like this? Do you know how to drive like this? Can you feel alive like this? Will you ever love like this? I want you to give me a ride like this. Can you give me a love like this? Do you know how to drive like this? Ever feel alive like this? Have you ever arrived like this? Can you give me a ride 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 like this?
I gotta go to work. You can't leave the house.
Hey! Cheers!
Cheers.
Why we're out of focus?
Cheers.
We're out of focus. Good, solid, chaotic start to this.
Cheers. Hey, welcome. Well, the 5-year launch. Cheers to 5 years.
Has it been 5 years?
It's almost 5 years since we
No.
filmed
Can you hear us all
30-year-old
right?
on a
It's
scooter. Can you
great.
hear us okay?
Can you hear us okay? Testing.
Am I coming in clear?
Testing.
Am I coming in clear?
Are we coming in clear?
Or they hear us say cheers.
Are we coming in clear?
A cup of Jeff.
At
A
20,
cup of Jeff.
20 monitors.
20 monitors.
20
We got a
monitors.
monitor there. We
Monitor.
got a monitor there. We got a monitor there. There's a camera. There's a camera. That's a camera.
So, John. Anyway.
Anyway, so we're back again. Here, cheers. 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 5 more years.
5 more years.
5 more
The light
years.
went out. The light went out.
Take it out.
Why is the light? Why is the exposure bad? Why is
Exposure.
Why is the exposure bad?
This is what it was like.
What's the exposure bad
This
though?
is what it was like filming.
Why? What image adjustment?
This is what it was like. Just
Come
turn
on,
auto
turn brighter.
God.
Oh, hey,
And we're back.
Yes, brighter though.
Brighter
though.
Too bright. Oh, better. Just a little
Couple
darker.
professional streamers here. Well, nice and washed out.
Ah, that's good. It's like a sepia tone. I'm looking at the camera I'm looking at the screen instead of looking at the camera. Hey everyone, how's it going? Sounds good. Everyone says it sounds good.
All right. Well, this is a great stream. Thanks for everybody
Thanks
coming
for
in,
tuning
and
in.
we'll see you next time.
Yeah. Wait, no. So are there? We didn't collect questions anywhere really.
Is that what you're supposed to do?
Well, people have questions about what it was
I don't
like.
think anybody
filming.
here's seen the thing. They just saw that little video we made.
Well, that was enough.
That was our short film, My
yeah,
Pet Brother.
That was a version.
No, that was
the
film.
Was the
final
that
cut.
was the final cut.
The thing
of
I
My Pet
posted the
Brother.
other day was the rough cut.
That was the rough cut.
final
That was the final cut that you just saw.
That was the final cut of My Pet Brother, starring me.
So, Jeff, let me ask you a question. What made you think up my director's cut?
Yeah.
What made you think of My Pet Scooter? I mean, what made you think up My Pet Brother?
I didn't think it up. It came to me. It came to me on my desk.
It came to you on your desk.
Yeah,
Very nice.
yeah. I was looking over. Screenplays were submitted, and I chose that one.
Nice. Are you considering submitting My Pet Brother to any festivals?
It's on YouTube. What?
All right, fair enough.
What would that look like?
We said screen. All right, fair enough.
What does submitting to festivals look like in 2023? I'm going to hand them a link.
Yeah. An
Hi, I'm
MP4.
submitting this to a festival. Here's a YouTube link.
Someone asked where was it
Good
filmed?
fucking Lord. In Wisconsin.
Minocqua, Wisconsin.
Submitting to festivals. Christ.
And we were obliterated by mosquitoes every eve we were there. It was like walking out into a cloud, like no joke, a cloud of mosquitoes.
Why are we doing this stream?
It would be fun. It'd be fun to talk about it. Also, we were talking before we started. I think I look way older in that video, and maybe I was putting on a little bit of mask. Can you say Pocodio, and happy birthday?
Jeff, why are you drinking out of a pitcher? Is this a pitcher? This is a it's a Voss actually.
It's a Voss. It is a pitcher.
That answers your question.
Oh crap! Did I say it wrong? Happy birthday, Stardraw. How long was the short? Shoot. How long was the shoot?
About a week, 5 days.
5 days.
5 hellish days. 5
Yeah.
days of hell in northern woods of Wisconsin.
Yeah. And we filmed a lot with Chris, who's in the other room.
Thank you, hair. Thank you, hair.
Loves,
you,
yeah. The short hair Jeff
you,
is
hair.
best Jeff.
Though I do like the look I had in My Pet Brother there. I don't know how I got that.
That long.
No, it wasn't that long though. It's like
It was
kind
like
of
shoulder
wolfish.
length.
It was the wolf cut.
It was a little wolf. It was the wolf cut. That would have been a good name instead of the director's cut. The wolf cut.
Okay.
Why isn't John drinking out of a pitcher?
Because
that's
the Voss is for me.
And I'm a strong endorser of Bernie for president. Bernie 2028.
We are relevant.
This is
today.
political. This is going to be a political stream. Guess what? I don't know why.
It's a stream about a movie that was made 5 years ago, featuring a mug for a candidacy that was 4 years ago.
4 years. 4?
And we're talking. When did Bernie run? 18.
Yes.
So 5. Okay, so I guess it was the same. This is perfect. It's the
think we're
perfect
at
mug. He was
16.
running right when we made My Pet Brother.
I guess so.
So it all makes
It
sense.
is a period. It's a period piece.
It's a period piece.
It's a period piece. Yes. 18 and 20. Thank you, Jeebus.
Thank you. He'll also be running in 2044 as well.
Sure. Why not? Thank you, Hair. Was I trying to look older? I did kind of want to look a little dopier because Doug was supposed to.
No,
be
it wasn't
kind of-
intentional.
I did have
for
the
a
intention.
Second. You did not
No,
intend to
you were like a couple of times when I was like, oh no, yeah, untuck your shirt a little bit, yeah, look like.
Oh, you mean like dress wise?
and
Is
like
that what you mean?
That's part of how I look. I was trying to look a little
You're
dopey.
looking dopier, sure. Older.
Dopier. I was trying to look dopier. I wanted to look more
Like Doug.
like more like Doug.
More like a man who just got married.
Gene gave it an 8 out of 10. That's fantastic.
Well,
pretty good.
Well, we were short 2 points.
That's all right. Always room for improvement.
We left 2 points on the cutting room floor, I guess.
I guess we did. But that was
If
that
we
might have
put
been
that
the
one
first
scene in though.
Yeah, that's right.
the
If we had
lasers.
sped up.
No,
If we had sped up and slowed. Oh yeah, with the lasers.
There's an alternate ending with lasers.
That's true. Yeah, 8's very good though. 8's really good on
Rotten
IMDb
Tomatoes.
or IMDb. Pretty high. Your facial acting is so fucking crazy good.
There's no fucking there. Don't put words in their mouth.
Star.
Oh, it's star. I see.
Crazy good.
Well, it's 5-star crazy good. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. I will read this chat and you read the other chat.
Here, good idea. When was it filmed? Summer-ish, right? No, it was like late summer, because
Yeah,
I moved to LA right after, so it was like August-ish.
Yeah. It
So
was
summer.
August. It was like late July, early August.
Of
2017.
17?
2017. Yeah.
Uh,
How was the rowing? The rowing was good. It was fun.
you don't remember that being a huge pain in the ass? That was a huge pain in the ass
because I had to do it over.
No, why? Because we're trying to keep the island in the frame.
Oh, and I
and
kept
the boat
going.
kept fucking. So we're yelling at him, right hand.
Right hand. I was doing right hand, and the boat wouldn't cooperate.
Couldn't keep. It's like we just wanted to keep the damn island in frame.
Yeah.
And John don't row very good.
You know what? I don't row great, but it's
to be fair. It was a big old pain in the ass rowboat.
Yeah.
It wasn't like
by myself.
It wasn't like what do you call a scalding? The really thin ones, the sculls.
I don't know. Or canoe.
For like crewing.
Canoe. Yeah.
For crew, it wasn't anything designed to go straight.
Will there be a part 2?
Never.
Yeah, probably
There was
not.
barely a part 1.
There was barely. Yeah, I was as surprised as anyone when Jeff was like.
There was barely a part 1.
Jeff was like, "I'm releasing it." What? Really? Okay.
Well, it was just rotting on my YouTube channel, and I go, "Oh, this is fine. I'm never going to touch it again."
Yeah.
And I found it amusing. So, and the timing was right. If it
was
wasn't
perfect.
about to strike midnight or New Year's, I wouldn't have done it. But it's
all
like,
about timing.
yeah.
It's all about having good timing.
Wait, was there another part?
Was there a chance you'd do a sequel? No, it's kind of the same. So no. What's up with the grayish meat? Oh yeah. We just wanted
in
it.
terms of what's up with it being
Why did we
gray, or
choose
why
it
is
to
there
be?
meat? Oh, well, no, here's the thing. It's supposed to be pretty damn near raw. Like, he barely cooks it, right? He takes it out raw. And
Yeah.
But we did the take so many times that he kept putting it on that hot skillet so it would get a little more cooked every time. So the end result is just this gross, gray, mealy. So it comes across looking like it's, I don't know, a couple weeks old.
It smelled in there by the time we were
It
out.
smelled like good steak.
By the time we left, by the time we cleaned up the whole set.
I don't remember anything but smelled. I think this is revisionist history. I think the smells were good.
Okay. I mean, we did have that fly. Remember that fly that was
in the film.
flickering? Yeah, I know. That was. I remember we I don't know why it was
It's still
there.
kicking to this day. It's still hanging on.
Still kicking. It's still
Actually, I
hanging
think
on.
it dies by the end of the film, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does probably die.
We didn't really try to save it.
That's sad. Rest in peace. Was the hole in the wall already there?
No,
No.
the hole in the wall is a real accident.
That was real.
And one of the things I would have done if I could go back and edit the film again is put in some good ADR so you really hear the crunch.
Mm-hmm.
But no, that's me actually shoving John through a wall, which is kind of cool. Needless to say, family wasn't so happy about that.
Yeah, that's your family's house?
It was formerly my family's lake house. We sold it.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's a real. That's me showing my wolf strength.
There were no Johns were hurt.
But walls, but some drywall was
some
definitely
drywall was definitely hurt. No Johns were hurt though.
Yeah, the hole in the wall was cool. But if you put just needs a good crunch from the ADR department.
Yeah. Why doesn't Jeff's character remember the dog at first? Did Fido exist? That's a good question.
Oh, well, you see, how much should we give away? It's like, I like some of the mystery.
Good question. That's why we need somebody to vet.
No, this is what I'll say. Is John and Doug and Brace remember events very differently.
Mm-hmm.
So Doug remembers there being a dog called Fido. Brace has a different memory. I'll say that much.
Yeah.
So that's why there's the confusion.
Yes. There's a little bit of a revisionist history in his mind.
Well, no, what revisionist? It's just like that's. I mean, if we're gonna get really,
we don't have to.
Well, no, but like it's a film exploring trauma, right?
Right.
And we categorize trauma differently in our minds to deal with it, especially when it happens at a young age. Anyway, that's a little nugget. Yeah, the brain's good at blocking stuff out. It's also good at reframing things, so that you can actually stomach them.
We all have our own stories in our heads.
But we also have the way we tell the stories so that we can actually go on.
Yeah.
And sometimes there are chunks of stories that we also our brain refuses to remember. So, but it's all part of the wonderful soup of the human experience.
Cheers.
No. There's factors and there's Canadian brain will terrific one. Yeah, brain and yeah. And so it's been I forget in the film like how many years he says has it been there? 10 maybe? I don't remember.
Yeah, 10, 12.
Why doesn't Jeff care? Oh yeah, we answered that. No part 2, but what would you consider a part 3? Well, now that's an idea.
Now we're talking.
No, but there is the original concept for this movie was actually a comedy, a dark comedy, but then it just became dark, and so maybe they'd explore the idea again as the dark comedy was originally intended to be, but that's a very different thing.
Here's a question. Are there any other short films or I know you hate short films. Are there any other films in your repertoire that you want to shoot?
Well, yes. I've been on my streams. Do you have a cool $5 million?
No, now.
That's the starting budget for the movies I want to shoot.
Okay.
So unless we got a cool $5 million.
If I come up with $5 million,
yes, then I will give a handful of ideas ready to go. But yeah, unfortunately, I used the one idea that takes place at a lake house cabin.
Yeah.
That we didn't have to pay for, and now that the cabin's gone,
and that's
and the idea's over. So now I need $5 million.
How did you get the mark on your wrist?
Oh, that was makeup. The makeup department, which was me smearing lipstick. I don't remember what I did. Like a little eyeliner. I don't know. I tried to make it, look like, like not scars, but like long welts, like
from the
long-term welts where. But actually, I mean, probably should have been scars, but I didn't know how to do that. I was just make it red.
Someone said they liked how it felt comedic in points.
Oh yeah.
Like
and
when
that's
you're
where
drinking the beer.
Yes. So there's definitely elements of the dark comedy that sneak in and out, and sometimes it's higher than in others. There's a couple times. That's why I wanted to re-edit it, because there's a couple times where I consider it tonally inconsistent.
Mm-hmm.
So it's messy in parts, but where I go, ooh, is this? There's a couple moments where I go, is this a comedy or a drama? And had I another shot at it, again, that's because it started out as a comedy and then went into more in the drama. So yeah, it goes back and forth. But yeah, if you laugh at it, great. If it upsets you, if it moves you, great. If it makes you laugh, cool. Makes you cry, good. I'm good either way. Or your experience is your experience with it. That's what I'm trying to say.
How did you survive the fall? Have you got any other small budget film ideas?
Nope, I don't.
Nope.
Nope, I
No, he
hate short
doesn't.
films. It's the only short film I will ever make. I hate them. It was the one short film. This guy loves short films. He wants a career as a short filmmaker. He loves it.
I just
There's
like
nothing
the freedom
he
to be
wants
able
to
to make.
submit short films to festivals. That's all he wants to do. Can I submit my short films? That's all I ever heard. And I hate short films, but this is the one idea that was like, I'll shoot this. Otherwise, I need $5 million to make a real film. Never again with the short films. You can barely get me to film a sketch.
Ada says, was it fun to make at least?
No. It was not fun. It was hell. We were all stressed, very frustrated with each other because it was very disorganized.
It wasn't fun to make.
No, it was not fun to make at all. It was a joyless experience. It was absolutely joyless.
I got some good stuff from my reel.
Yeah, yeah. Actually, we both did. That's what got me my manager out here and my agent. Was part of it was clips from that. So it was a worthwhile experience, but it was absolutely joyless. It was fucking miserable.
Yeah. What did we learn from this joyless experience? I learned some things.
Did you?
Always have a shot list going in.
Hold on, but even if we had a shot list, it goes to shit the minute you get there.
But if we had a shot list, we bounced around a lot.
It would have gone a little
location to
smoother,
location.
but no, I mean, what you need, and we didn't have the team. That's why
Yeah, we didn't
that's
have a
why
team.
filmmaking is so hard, because you need 40
4
people to
people.
do it, and we had 4. And yeah, we could have had a couple more sheets, I guess, a couple more spreadsheets that would have made maybe the first day or two go easier, but
And I think would have bought better. I think I probably just would have fronted more money and bought better food. Because I think
What?
better food, better like.
well, did we not
food and
eat well? I
drinks.
thought we ate pretty well.
No, we ate pretty well. I just felt like
What the fuck?
but like we can always do better. Like good food really helps the mood. It helps people's.
What
It helps
what meal
people's
was not up to
food.
yours? We
I
had
don't
like
even
steak
remember.
and shit. We had like
I guess-
broth. We actually, if anything,
Oh, the
we
steak
ate
and-
pretty damn well.
Yeah, I guess the steak
we
and
like
broth was
grilled. The craft services was on point.
We didn't eat the great.
That was
meat,
the
no.
only joy. That was the only joy in the thing, was I think we ate.
Yeah, the food was.
And we were in a kitchen all day. Like there was.
Yeah, I guess
We weren't
that was
hurting.
pretty good.
Man, revisionist history here. Wow, unbelievable. Unbelievable.
I'm just saying I would.
Never
That's
again.
something that people care about.
When we ate well.
I know.
Jesus. What? Short films, I tell you. Who needs them? What do we got here? Yes, I can. Well, should I?
Soundtracks stuff.
Well, no.
Some
John
people
goes
asked about
right
how
here.
you,
Clearly, he didn't kill him. There was no silencer on that gun. He's just going to try to. We're on to something.
someone asks if you work a lot with your brother.
No,
You worked on Hollywood Mondo.
occasionally.
Mondo.
Yeah, the
is
question was a
another-
lot.
Another great.
But
film.
he's helped me with some of these music video ideas I have going on.
Yeah. Mondo. Hales saw Mondo. That was a good film.
How did I survive the fall? Did I fall in this? Oh, the Pratt fall at the end?
Maybe.
I don't remember.
Oh, and someone also asked if Brace was killed or knocked out, or if that should be left.
Well, that's what I was just talking about. I will confirm that there is there is no gunshot in the
Yeah.
movie.
Okay.
There's no gunshot. So there was one shot I considered. I probably, looking back, if I re-edit it, I would put it in for clarity's sake, but it didn't cut for some reason. But it makes clear that there's no Eddie doesn't shoot him.
Yeah.
Basically, the shot is, remember, you take the gun and then you turn it around and like the butt end of it, like there's a shot, like before it cuts to outside me falling down, there was a shot that I could have used of he's got the gun and then he takes it and gets ready to kind of pistol whip. And then I decided to take it out because I liked the vagary of it, but upon viewing it now 3 years later or whatever, I go, no, clarity's better.
Yeah.
Probably. But it also works. I gave away too much.
It's okay.
Because it also works if you think he shoots him and he's just dragging him out to the island to bury him.
Yeah.
So I think that's probably why I decided to leave it out. But you don't hear a gunshot either way. Guns are loud, and there was no silencer, like somebody said.
It was beautiful. I will say, the mosquitoes, I think, were what made it the worst for me. And I think I mean, like, when I say you walked out into a cloud of mosquitoes, I'm not, like, exaggerating at all. But it was a beautiful area. Minocqua was gorgeous, and the lake was gorgeous, and the sunsets were beautiful. So it was, like, a really gorgeous setting. And it was a really nice lake house.
Yeah. It is beautiful up there, aside from the mosquitoes and ticks. Jeff, if you had all the budget in the world, what is a film you'd like to make? I currently in possession of 3 or 4 screenplays I've written that I'd greenlight all of them. I love them. So I got three of them that are ready to go, and I know exactly what I'd do. I'm not gonna go into details because I'm gonna get that $5 million. Each has a budget about $5 million. That's like the low end, the A24 movies. They all come in with like a budget of like $5 million. That's the number they give their filmmakers. That's what I would need, and
It's out there. There's somebody watching right now who's got $5 million
and they would go,
and works with A24.
But unfortunately, they love short films.
Hello, but they love short films, and they heard what Jeff said about short films.
Anything beyond 15 minutes, I'm not interested.
I loved it. I loved My Brother. I loved what he did with it, but then I heard him shitting on short films. So you know what? Fuck, he's not getting a cent of my money.
Yeah, the short film, the big time short film producer out there. He started the short film studio.
$5 million.
I'm big time short film producer. Let's see what else we got.
You see, as a proof of ability to make film, Kickstarter happily tossed some bones to get a Blumhouse feature. That's how you do it.
Oh, Blumhouse, yeah, the Blumhouse. Oh, that's funny, a Blumhouse name. Studio, and it's just a short film studio. You go to Blumhouse for the big films, and then you come to Blumhouse for the 15-minute shorts.
Some people have asked a lot of questions about the gun and the props.
Yeah, I think I got the gun off of Amazon, honestly.
Yeah,
it's a replica. No. There's a couple. You can get some beautiful looking replicas. I wanted something that looked a little exotic and old.
Yeah,
like it was heavy. Like it was found in a mine.
I think it was pretty heavy.
Yeah, it looks like a gun.
A nice heavyweight.
What else we got?
Do you have any favorite parts of the film? I have a favorite part.
Okay, what's your favorite part?
My favorite part was the record and the record scratch. I forgot about it. Like, kind of obvious.
I like when I shove you into the wall.
Yeah, that ended up being pretty good. I'm glad that was thank God that was a good take, because that was.
Yeah.
So you sacrificed your wall for it.
Yeah.
Someone asked was there ever casting considered?
Yeah, me and John. That was that was it. Yeah, I mean, it's not like anybody was interested in making our thing except us.
Jeebus asked, "Did you feel the wall break?" I think so. I think I did feel it softer behind me after we got shoved. Oh, is there any specific reason you chose for the film to take place in 2017? Because that's when we filmed it. I think.
Wait,
right?
where do we know it's? How do we know it's in 2017? Is it on your?
Wait, is it on there that we? Is there any like?
It must be. That's why the question was asked.
Was there a calendar or a phone?
Well, there's the lunar calendar. Does it say 2017 on it?
It must be.
Okay, well,
I don't know.
because it was filmed in 2017.
The phone screen.
Because that was when it was filmed.
The phone screen must be.
But
yeah, this is when
where does it say the year? Yeah, it must be the lunar calendar.
Yeah.
Will the boat's actor be in this talkback? Will the boat's actor? Oh, will the boat? Wait, what's it?
Yeah, will the boat be in the talkback? No, the boat won't make it.
The boat, man.
The boat, after My Pet Brother was released, the boat got a ton of offers.
Got a ton of work.
And is just not available to come back and do a talkback with the cast. It sucks.
Oh, I guess the thing I'm kind of proud of looking back on is the moon looks pretty good, right?
Yeah, the moon looks great. And that was...
Right?
Yeah.
It doesn't, and it's totally post.
It was not a full moon. The moon looked really good. It was big.
Yeah, it looked nice and surreal.
Yeah, the moon looked great.
And so, I'm a CGI artist. Let me tell you.
Yep, you've got a new career.
Well, because let me tell you, the moon wasn't that big. Can you believe it?
Yeah. Sometimes it is.
No, it's not.
The moon can be close in certain parts of the
Do you see
world.
the size, how big it is in our? It's huge.
It looks like it's gonna crash into Earth.
Yeah, it looks like Moonfall.
I never saw that movie. Yeah, the moon is actually having, or the moon is now the boat has a Kickstarter now too.
The boat is too big for its britches. The boat was too big. It was a big old pain. You should have just gotten a kayak.
Oh, AJ really liked that Doug's phone had storm chasing apps.
Yes, that was intentional.
I think we
because
made
he's
a
a
choice.
weather.
We're
He's
just
no,
gonna-
because he's a weatherman.
Yeah, then we downloaded like
So
similar apps.
of course he has storm chasing apps. Have you ever? I've been storm chasing. You ever been storm chasing?
I've been chased by a
Doesn't
storm.
count. No. Have you ever intentionally chased a storm with a storm chase?
What storm were you chasing?
In Michigan, my buddy his parent was a meteorologist, and he loved to chase storms. I lived with him, and one day during a really nasty storm, we went chasing into the ice storm looking for tornadoes.
Did you find any?
No, but it's still cool.
That's
The idea
cool.
of you're driving toward the storm, it was very fun.
I've driven next to a tornado on trying to race to get home.
Well, that's cooler. I don't believe you though.
It's true.
You
It was a
drove
Category
next-
5.
You
It was
drove
a
next to a
massive-
category, and you don't
It
have
was a
video.
wall cloud.
And you don't have video of this.
It was before iPhones. I was
Uh-huh.
a kid.
Yeah. Okay.
I was a kid, and I was living
Let me
in
guess.
Kansas.
And then your dad closes the cellar, and they sucked away and sucked up into the thing.
No, but
And then
when
cut
my-
to 20 years later, and you're chasing. You got this new technology that you're going to send up into the.
No, but we were.
And then Helen Hunt comes driving and goes, "Here's the divorce papers."
Yeah, that's exactly what happened. No, but we raced home to get into the basement with my sister, and because it was this basement underground, because everybody had basements underground, and this storm hit the town near us really, really hard, Lansing, and destroyed a lot of it. And I remember I started laughing super hard, and my sister was like, "Why are you laughing so hard?" And I was like, "I don't know." You ever laughed when you're like scared?
No, I'm deadly serious when I'm scared.
I laugh. It was...
The film was shot on a Sony something, and the reason we chose it was a DSLR, a Sony DSLR, and the reason we chose that one because it was really good in low light. As you can see, like it's great. The night shots are pretty great. Otherwise, they would be full of noise generally.
What was that kind of camera it was?
It was a Sony something DSLR. I don't remember the model number. Who is Bill? Bill is their father.
Oh, yes.
And if the dad drugged Brace a lot, why was there also the island where Brace seemed to keep there a lot? Well, because he got... I mean, should I answer this, or should I leave it a
it's up to
mystery?
you.
I don't know. I don't know these things. Like, do you just tell the do you just say
You
the
don't have
answer?
to answer anything.
Or is it cooler to keep the mystery? I mean, I
Some-
know the answer.
Whatever serves the story better.
I think it's in the film. I'm pretty
to
sure.
watch it again.
Yeah, watch it again. I think it's in there. I'm pretty sure I point to all the answers. Yeah, that feels better than just saying everything.
Watch it again. And
Well, no,
try
but
to-
like if the question's asked and I go, you're right. Like the thing with the gun. Like if there's not an answer in the film, it's all a fair question. But then I go, that's the rule and I should answer.
Mhm.
But if I think the answer's in the film, then I'm gonna leave you to explore it.
I think the answer's in the film.
Yeah. What? What are you pointing to?
You don't have to read that. I just think. I think that's.
Yeah, not sure. I understand.
Yeah. But also, thank you. This is extremely rude, I guess. Thank you all for watching it.
Yeah.
It's
cool.
That was that's. Yeah, I'm really grateful that everybody watched it and liked it.
And also,
like it.
now I'm thinking about this. It's like let your imagination do the work. I don't know. I like films. I mean, I have the answers. I know what the answer is. But like when I see a movie, what I want to know is I want to know that the director knows the answers. And then I'm okay with him not You're just showing me what happens, right? Right? Because I think a lot of films these days, directors don't actually know what the hell's happening. Or writers, right? But if the writer actually knows what's happening, then they only need to show you what happens.
Mm-hmm.
And then you like life have to fill in what you think happened. But it requires trust in the director and writer to know that they actually know what's like remember what was the Batman, the Zack Snyder, not the latest one, the Batman movie, Batman versus Superman. Remember the Batman 5 Superman?
Mm-hmm.
In Batman's house,
Batman 5 Superman.
in
Yeah.
Batman's house, there's the Riddler's, Robin's suit
Mm-hmm.
is in a glass case,
Mm-hmm.
and it's like vandalized. And then in an interview, somebody knowing the lore of Batman asks him like, "What happened to Robin?" And Zack's like, "I don't know. I think maybe the Joker got him." And so he clearly is putting no thought into what actually he's showing and what happened on. You know what I mean? And I go, how can I like your film now? Because you put no love and care into it.
Yeah.
It's all
Yeah.
it's all surface level, right?
Yeah.
And that's true.
The answer is sort of what you want.
What you want is the director to go, I know the answer, but I'm not going to tell you. Because it's much more interesting for you to fill in the blanks however you would.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes things require an answer.
Yeah.
Like the gun thing, because I think if I could re-edit, I think I'd put in that shot to make it more clear there. Because there's no reason not to have a shot in there.
Yeah.
Anyway, long-winded answer.
No, great answer.
I don't know. The Joker got him or something. I'm pretty sure, literally, that's what he says in the interview. You not thought about this?
I can't find the. Stardraw. I liked Stardraw's question about the names. Dog, kind of sounding a little bit like Doug, and was there any intention like Doug in the
Doug and Dog?
or
Happy accident?
Doug maybe? Happy answer.
Are any of those 4 scripts you wish to make also musical in nature? No. I got one horror. Let's see.
Oh yeah.
One thriller with supernatural elements. I got one horror comedy.
Mm-hmm.
I got one pretty straight horror,
Mm-hmm.
and then I got a rom-com. It's not the Predator idea. I have another one, but the one I'm blanking on one right now that I've written. But for sure, I got 3 that are ready to go. Greenlit. If you give me that cool 5 mil right now. Horror comedy. One's a thriller with supernatural elements, and then one is more of in the vein of like a Freddy Jason, Nightmare on Elm Street franchise.
By the way, for people who don't know, $5 million is low for a movie.
Well, that's
sometimes.
like your A24 movies or
Yeah.
your Blumhouse movies. They're about 5 million pretty consistently.
Yeah.
And that's kind of what, like, you can't, I mean, right, people do it. People make miracles all the time. But, like, to make a fucking serious movie, that's, like, what you need.
Mm-hmm.
And imagining these movies, it's like, to do it right. I mean, I never spend $5 million, but I can see how you would.
Yeah.
Because I don't know how to make it without, like, a full film crew,
Right.
actual locations,
That's when it becomes really fun.
actual actors,
And yeah.
and probably some money for marketing.
Yeah.
Like, that's why films are so damn expensive and hard to
It
make.
takes a
Takes
very large
economy.
village.
It takes an
It
economy.
takes an economy, a village, a city.
But yeah.
Um,
Uh,
a lot of people asked about the soundtrack.
yes,
Do you have anything to say about that?
I wrote it.
You wrote it.
Yeah. It was inspired by a few movies, but
It sounded really good.
thank you. We add closed caption video. Oh, maybe.
It's a good idea.
Okay, sure. Not a lot. It's not a. Well, yeah, no. There's.
There's a lot of there's some good dialogue in it. Important.
Yeah,
dialogue.
yeah. But it is pretty sparse and dense dialogue. But you're
Yeah.
right.
Um,
And then I'll put at the end. No gunshot.
yeah, yeah. No
To be
gunshot.
clear,
at the
no
end.
gunshot.
There was no gunshot.
Pistol whip sound. Pistol
Yeah.
whip sound.
Well, that's a yeah. Thud. You could say thud. There will not.
Yeah, the
probably
basement scene was hard to hear exactly, but I do like analyzing this. Yeah, yeah. There's like audio issues in the movie. Again, there's things but Final Cut Pro ate the project amidst all its updating, and it's
Yeah.
one of these things I spent a lot of time trying to figure out, and I'm just not going to go
3
back.
years.
Well, I didn't spend 3 years, but there was a
But
time.
no, I know.
I spent like a few months trying to get this thing back online so I could continue editing it. And Final Cut's like, now we're moving on. And I go, well,
yeah.
okay.
Yeah, as soon as that update came out, it really fucked us.
Well, but and there was something like you couldn't revert back. I don't know. I'm not going exploring it again. It's done.
Yeah. It's done.
So yeah, there's audio issues for sure.
Wolves do get a bad rap,
Yeah,
and wolf dogs.
we confer that you're both real werewolves. Yeah, I can't confirm or deny that, unfortunately.
Yeah, werewolves. I don't know, vampires.
How much money each one of us would need to give? Well, the thing. Let's see. Well, if 5 million people gave $1, that's the easiest
you
way to
go.
do it. It sounds so easy, right?
All we need to do is
So,
get
how many billion people on
5
planet Earth?
Yeah, all we need
It's
to
like
get
it's
is
so
like
easy.
5 million.
5 million people to give
followers.
$1 fucking dollar, and
Yeah.
you got a feature film, man.
That's it.
Oh, and these movies are so good. Anyway.
Mhm. Easy.
And I mean, I think people know this. No, I don't know if I've ever seen it, but like, of all my dreams, my biggest dream in life has always been to make movies. Like, above music, above acting. That's the one. It's the biggest fish that I've always chased.
We're gonna do it.
Because it's also the hardest one.
We're
because
gonna do
it
it.
takes an economy to do it.
We're gonna do it. We're gonna make things, and I'm gonna make a bunch of short films.
It's like musicals are cool. Movies.
Make a lot of short
Movies.
films.
No! Gives a crap, man.
Uh,
Yeah, it's like what's the hottest short film you checked out recently? Yeah, okay.
Dust was a sci-fi
That's
short film.
like 20 years old.
Oh, I'm thinking of a different one.
It's a genre that doesn't exist. Anyway, I'm done with my rant. Did Doug actually load the gun? Did Brace kill the dad? Did he realize the dad loved him? These are all good questions, but I think we're done. I don't think we're going. I think there's clues in the movie, and also it is a movie of he said.
That's true.
It's a he said movie.
That's true.
So,
Both people probably had filters on.
So, having written it, I have a perspective that neither of them are really privy to. I know the truth. They don't necessarily. They know their truth.
Did you ever make a poster for it?
No.
No.
Never got to that point. We got a thumbnail. That's the poster now.
Yeah,
we got
I
a
got
good
a thumbnail.
And YouTube recommended that thumbnail, and I went, "That's a
That's
great
the
thumbnail.
one. It was a good one.
Good. The algorithm recommended a good thumbnail."
Mm-hmm.
Between the 44 of us here, about 114K each to reach. Let's do it.
Let's do it. Dig deep.
You know what? I'll match your
Your hearts.
114K.
Really?
Or 120. If everybody puts in 125K, I'll match it.
You'll match every one?
No, I'll match.
Oh, you'll match.
I'll put in
you'll match
125K.
All right.
If I could match every one, then we wouldn't need it. I could fund the movie tomorrow.
That's fair.
Yeah, anyway, that's the fantasy, is to make one of these movies one day without studio control or whatever. I'll make it with a studio. I'll have the story where I go, yeah, working with the studio was such a.
Yeah. Oh man, working with.
They made it so hard, and they had, they cut out this scene, and like I'd love to have that killer interview where they go, what happened with this film? And I go, the studio.
I heard Pixar is really great to work with. We are hopping between the chats. I hop back and forth a little bit. I can see it here, and then here, and then here.
Animated My Pet Brother. Sure.
Pixar, My Pet Brother. I was thinking about, like, after we did My Pet Brother for a while, I was trying to think of, like, if there were what horror movies could you turn into kids movies and, like, make them really good?
Toy Story?
Toy Story, or, like if The Thing was, like, a kids movie, how could you make The Thing into a kids movie? And...
Well, Toy Story is really easy to imagine. It's pretty horrifying, the whole concept.
No,
Your
but how-
toys
no.
have come to life and they're talking to you.
No, but, like, what existing horror movies could you take
And turn into a
and
kids
turn
movie?
into kids movies by reworking them and
Well,
be
they're
really good.
It'd be pretty easy. They'd all be my invisible friend, Jason.
Yeah,
It's like my invisible. I got a buddy who visits me in my dreams. His name's Freddy. He's a real cool guy.
They kind of did that with Lilo and Stitch. You've got a horrible monster that's like my pet, like they're best friends, and it's about family.
Yeah.
You could do like a kids movie version of Nightmare on Elm Street.
Hold on. I'm having a. Okay. I remember what inspired just the whole tone of the movie. There's two scenes. There's two things that inspired the whole movie. It's coming back to me.
Great. This is good stuff.
Well, first of all, we were talking about it today.
Good
The opening scene to Warrior.
Oh yeah,
between
that's
the
right.
Two brothers. That's fun. That movie's great. Between the two brothers, and then the line. I think it's in. Is it? Wait, now I get my movies screwed up. But I think it's in Tron Legacy, when yeah, because it was in the trailer. Because the trailer to Tron Legacy when it came out was so cool. I was never more excited for a movie. And then the movie came out and it was a big old fart. But the trailer is still so cool. And the kid's going up to see his dad. And he goes, been a long time. And the dad goes,
Yeah.
You have no idea. And they go, whoa!
Whoa! What's gonna happen? Who are these two
Whoa!
idiots?
It's been a long time, and he has no idea. Anyway,
That's how you start
I was like,
a movie.
that's cool. That's the tone.
Yeah.
So that's where I got. That's the inspiration for the tone. Anyway, that's worth watching. Just that trailer. That trailer gets you hyped for a movie that doesn't exist, unfortunately. But that trailer.
Warrior?
No, Tron Legacy.
Oh, Tron Legacy. That's right.
I did a re-edit of Tron Legacy to make it actually good, and I did all right. But still one of the coolest trailers ever. Oh yeah. My movie taste is impeccable.
Oh yeah. We once made a list.
It's almost as good as my taste in ice cream. Almost.
Did we talk about this at one point? I'm sure we did. We once made a list that was like
Well, yeah. Well, I made a list of like
movies.
100 my favorite great movies.
Well,
You made a list of like 20.
Well, no. The reason we made the list is like, how long would it take if you
Oh,
watch
right.
watch a really really good movie every week?
Well, because we just did it the other day, like with my brother, we watched the movie Ides of March. I was like, because he was in like a political thriller science, like, hey, you ever seen this movie? It's pretty good. And I watched it and I go, I hadn't seen that in probably 5 years. And I rewatched it and I go,
5
oh, yeah.
years.
It's about 5 years it takes you to forget a movie enough so that you can somewhat experience it fresh again.
Yeah.
Um,
So you had to have a movie
so
list.
right, so that you could watch. It was
like every week.
You
Or
could watch a
every-
movie, re-experience one of your favorite movies every week.
for 5 years, because it would have to be.
It can only recycle every 5 years, so that
yeah,
you've forgotten.
It would have to be 52 times 5, 260.
Yeah.
It had to be like 260
movies or something.
movies.
But then I think
long.
that's why we settled on like once a month. So once a month you got to screen one of your favorite movies, and like as if it were the first time.
Yeah.
But 5 years is really not enough though, because each time it gets harder to re-experience it because you've seen it one more time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like for me to like re-experience Jurassic Park again, like I haven't seen it, probably another 10 years.
And I saw it recently.
Well, that's what I mean. But like, for a while I was like, oh, watch it every 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
And then they watch it once every 3, and it's like 5 years. And now it's probably going to take 10 years before I go, oh man, I forgot how cool it was.
Yeah.
That sucks though. That means I'm only going to watch it a handful more times in my lifetime and have it with that sense of wonder. Because I've seen it too many times.
Unless you watch it with your nephews or like your niece or your kids.
No, it's not as fun.
Yes, it is.
No,
'cause
why?
they've never seen it.
No, but my point is, you're just watching their reaction. It's a different experience.
It's to me, I like it. I like seeing.
It's fine
because that's
yeah, no, it's fun.
Yeah, it's like,
But it's not that experience.
You live vicariously through them, and they see it and like it. Hopefully, if they have good taste. I mean, it's Jurassic Park. Who wouldn't like Jurassic Park?
Did I reference Been a Long Time and the guy who didn't like musicals? Where's that guy? In Working Boys.
Yeah. That's
Working
right.
Boys. Where?
You come in.
Oh
hey,
yeah.
Been a long time.
Been a long time.
You kind of do.
Yeah. That is for sure where
Good
that
ear.
came from. Good ear. I reference that.
Long
That's one of my
time.
it's one of my favorite movie
Hey, boys.
tropes. My favorite movie tropes is been a long time.
Been a long time.
It's like you can use it and never get old. They go, that's cool, because because what it says is these characters have history, and that's why it's so cool. That's why it's a great.
Long time.
That's why it's a great line to reuse. Been a long time. If you can ever get a character to say it, you go, cool.
It's been a
Cool
really
characters.
long time since we've seen each other.
No, not as cool.
My God.
My
I've
God, it's
seen
been
you.
ages.
It's been at least 7. Has it been 8 years?
It's been 3 years and 14
It's been
days.
9 or 10 years.
It's been 9 or 10 years.
Baby, it's been
It
been
has.
a little more or less than a decade. Oh man.
Been a long time.
It's been a good stretch of days, into weeks, into months and years. Loses its efficacy.
What's the line James Cameron uses in all his movies over and over again? Oh no, in Star Wars, we were talking about this the other day. In Star Wars, in every movie, they say something. This is bad, or this is.
This is gonna be bad.
I think that's the line.
This is gonna be
It's something like that.
Brace yourselves. I don't know.
No,
It's gonna be a real
it's not. This is gonna
menace.
be bad.
This is gonna be a real menace.
He's in. They're in the Millennium Falcon. They go. It's
one of
not,
the
hold
movies.
on to your butts. It's not that, but it's something like that.
Oh yeah.
But
Hold
in
on to
every
your
one of those-
butts.
It's every one of those first 3 Star Wars.
What? Hold on to
I've
your
got a bad
butts.
feeling about this. That's why.
Yeah. I've got a bad feeling about this.
And they go, yeah, that's fun, but it's not as good as Been a Long Time. That's a cool thing to put in all your movies. You gotta have you gotta have a character seeing another character and saying, "Been a long time."
It's been a bad feeling about
Nope.
this.
It's been a bad feeling about this. It's been a bad feeling about this.
I've got a
How you been?
I've got a long time.
Yeah, or instead you could just go, hey, how you been?
How you been?
Best way to start a scene. Hey, how are you?
Best way to start a movie. Hey, what's what's going on?
How do I know you? Hi, how do I know you?
None of the do a movie where none of the characters know each other.
And it's just introductions.
Yeah.
They have no history.
What? Oh, so you like to read?
Personally, it's been a long time. It's been a long time. Been a long time, movie. What else? What else? Been a long time.
It's been too long.
Nope.
It's been
a fortnight.
Oh my God! It's been a long time. It's like that's a good delivery. Oh, it's been a long time. It's been a long time. Boom. Movie title.
All
right, last my pet brother question.
What?
If you could do anything differently going into that 5-day shooting process, what would it be?
I don't know. It was going to be hell. I mean, like, there was no
Yeah,
scenario in
probably,
which
yeah,
it wasn't
there's
going to be hell.
Not a lot of way to prepare for that.
It's like making movies, unless you got millions of dollars and you could build an army to do the work.
Mm-hmm.
It's hell. It's
Yeah,
literal hell.
It's hell.
It sucks. That's why they cost so much. So the money is there to make it not suck so much.
Someone asked, why did Brace tell Doug to lock up? Where was he going?
He's going out.
Going out in the town.
To do his, you know, to howl at the moon.
Out there's a world outside of Yonkers.
I think there are too many movies out there. Well, here's the thing: there aren't too many good movies out there.
No.
So it's actually a problem. There's plenty of movies. You're right. There's too many movies. There's not enough good movies. In fact, like I can't. There's no more movies for me to watch. I've run into this problem in the past couple of years where I'm like, there's nothing I haven't seen that's any good. And we were doing this game, Nick Lang, Matt Lang, and I, where we were going through like the top 10 grossing movies starting like 1970 to now. And in 1970, 80, 90, the top 10 movies, you get to number 10, you go, oh my God, it's a fucking classic, and it's number 10? And then you hit the year 2000-ish, around 2000, and it falls off a cliff. And you go,
sometime, yeah.
Oh, where did the movies go? And they're all bad. And it just keeps getting worse and worse. And now, I mean, it's a desert. It's a desert.
Someone asked if you had any advice for script writing.
Sure. You're gonna want so much advice. It's okay. Well, with dialogue especially, you have to say it out loud. You can't read it. Reading it doesn't. It
sounds different.
It's different. Like
Feels
if you're writing a novel, it's one thing where you just read the dialogue and hear it. But if you're writing dialogue that's going to be said, you have to say your dialogue out loud because it's like music. You have to treat it like music. Good dialogue is like good music. Mm-hmm. It's musical. Great. The reason we like what we consider great dialogue, it's music to the ears in some way or the other. You know, Shakespeare is a certain type of music. Aaron Sorkin's a certain type of music. Whatever your favorite movie is, if you remember the dialogue, it's because it's musical. So that's why you have to sing it. You have to say it out loud. That's the number one for dialogue. You can't, because otherwise, I guarantee you're writing too much dialogue. Especially if you're not saying it out loud, you're definitely writing too much. There's so many rules. 2, it's like with scenes, start them like 25% later than you think they should start, and end them 25% earlier. Like the worst thing to do in a scene is to start with, "Hi, how are you?" Cut to 25% into the conversation where it starts to get interesting.
Yeah.
Just begin it there. And now you have a more interesting scene. We don't care about, we see people, we don't we're not as sure, because here's the hardest thing in the beauty of a movie. It's a painting. You have an hour and a half, and any movie that goes beyond an hour and a half is pushing its luck. Like 2 hours, like I know when I see one of these movies today that's 2.5 hours, I go, this movie sucks. 9 times out of 10, it sucks because it doesn't. It's like a painting with too much going on.
Mm-hmm.
The point of a movie is to show you all the best parts of whatever the story is. It's tight. That's what like make a movie tight. You want to see the best parts. That's it. Anything that's not a good part, get rid of it. So that's why it's so hard. But it's also like that's the goal, is to create the perfect painting. And dialogue's part of it. I don't know where I was going with that.
Someone asked advice about
Right.
just general advice.
Also, and then you have to actually love movies and be like, or scripts. Love them. And I mean, that if you you just do, so that you regurgitate them like I do. I just regurgitate movies.
Mm-hmm.
Like, yeah, you ask me a question about a movie, like me and also like Matt and Nick, we'll talk for hours.
Someone also asked if you could pick 3 movies right now to recommend.
Well, what's the genre? What are you in the mood for?
All right, I will say this: a movie I just recently watched for the
Yeah.
first time that it was made recently that I really loved.
Also, hold on.
Paddington 2.
Okay, I'll check it out. But back to screenwriting. Also, you have to know the rules to break them. The thing that's been lost in movies today is, much like painting, the art of the screenplay has been lost. It died around the beginning 2000s. People just stopped. We figured out movies, and we peaked in the 70s, 80s, and 90s. It was an art form that we figured out, like designing a car. Like, Elon Musk didn't reinvent the wheel. He made the wheel better, right? He didn't try to go, hey, you know what? How do we make a car? He goes, no, we know how to make a car, but how do we tweak it this way? So he accepted that we know how to make a car. People who write movies today go, we don't know how to make movies. I can figure it out. And you go, no, we know how to make movies, but there's something you can probably do to make them, tweak them, to make a Tesla out of a car, out of, a Volkswagen. But the point is, you need to learn the rules. They exist. They're out there of how to write a perfect screenplay. And then you can break them, but you got to know the rules. And that's why movies suck today, is people that go, there are no rules. And you go, yes, a movie is a thing, like an automobile. Mm-hmm. It's a type of art. It's like a comic book is a type of art. It's a genre. Mm-hmm. It's a thing. I wouldn't try to make a comic book tomorrow because I don't really know the rules of comic books. I have an idea, but it's not very good. But the screenplay has a make excellent movies. So you got to learn them. My favorite books for it are Save the Cat by Blake Snyder.
Great book.
Yeah.
Really great book.
And then
they made a sequel, wrote a sequel recently.
Yeah, Blake Snyder's great. Anyway, and then also you got to learn about the hero's journey. Like, that's an archetype that's in...
Mm-hmm. James Campbell?
Yeah, Joseph Campbell.
Joseph Campbell.
But, so, I mean, there's 100 books on screenplay. You just got to internalize them. There's no other rules to break them. I mean, this is for movies, Anyway, I just went on a tangent.
It's a good one. All right.
Anyway. Have you broken down?
Someone had
which
said
movies
if they
you-
like the camera angle for the next music stream. Unfortunately, the camera is right on the keyboard.
Yeah, that's kind of a problem. We'll play around with that, though. If you've broken down which movies you haven't seen by genre, it might be easier. I mean, here's the thing. There's just very few movies I haven't seen. Now, there's plenty of foreign films I haven't seen. That's really the next foray for me. But American movies, any good American movie I've seen.
Memories of a Murder is a really, really good movie that I saw recently.
Dude, you should totally write musicals. That might be fun. Anyway, are we wrapping this thing up?
I don't know.
No, I haven't seen Paddington 2, so I guess that's next on the
pretty
list to check out. Is Paddington 1 not worth checking out?
Paddington 1 is also really, really great. They're both great movies, but they're...
Oh, no, but the thing
Paddington 2.
the thing I am starting to check out, and I've put off for long, is anime.
Hell yeah.
Starting to get an anime. And
Now we're talking.
and I go, it's like,
Attack on Titan.
yeah, I know which one.
Neon
I'm gonna go
Genesis
through 'em.
Evangelion.
I'm going through them.
One Piece.
Because I tell you, man, I
That
open
one
up...
where they're digging. It's all about drills and drill bits.
No, the one I'm on...
Chainsaw Man.
I'm on, yeah, Chainsaw Man, but I'm on
Miyazaki.
Death Note right now.
Death Note, great. Fucking
I know,
great.
it's great. It's fucking cool. It just got real cool. I'm like an episode
Your Name.
3, and what's his name? L?
Yeah.
L's cool.
Also, Your Name is one of the best animes of all time. It's a beautiful, sad story. It's also really, really good. Came out very recently. So that's really good storytelling that's happening now.
It's not really that... Oh, you mean the movie?
The movie Your Name is pretty recent.
But
It's
the
an
anime.
anime. It's an anime.
Well, there's that movie, Your Name.
well,
With
it's
Chalamet?
yeah, I didn't see that. That's Call Me by Your Name, different one.
Oh.
So if you have any favorite anime recommendations, Your Lie in April, also really good. Miyazaki, it's really great. If you like, Vampire Hunter D is great.
All right.
I've got so many. Cowboy Bebop. Have you seen Cowboy Bebop?
I'm just starting.
Oh
I'm
my
on
God.
I'm on Death Note.
We should have a Cowboy Bebop watch
Well,
party.
let me finish Death Note. It's like, here's the thing about TV shows. They take way longer than movies. That's also why I like movies so much. Is it's only if it goes bad, it's only an hour and a half of your life. Not why, you know. And if it goes well, it's a great an hour and a half of your life. But the problem with TV shows is you got to invest your fucking life.
Assassination Classroom is great. Assassination Classroom is a really great concept. This guy, I didn't see the whole thing, but this alien creature invades Earth and specifically invades this little school and becomes their principal and says, you have to find a way to kill me by the end of the school year or I'll kill everyone on planet Earth.
Wait, which one's that?
I think isn't that it? It's Assassination Classroom.
Wow.
You have to find a way to
There's
kill
so many
me
wild,
by the end of the school year.
That's what's fun. Is
or
there's
I'll
so many
kill
wild
everyone
ideas.
on planet Earth.
It's like, it's so the imagination just compared to the television shows that are being pooped out today is off the charts. What about TV shows? Which ones are your favorites? I mean, it depends what genre, I guess. You know.
Comedy. I loved Veep for a long time. This guy got to be on it. Fucking asshole.
Season 4. But I mean, there's so many great TV shows. I don't know which one's my favorite of all time though. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Sunshine?
Yeah, TV shows.
Oh, TV shows. Firefly. I watched Firefly recently to get in the mood for an audition, and that was
Are you auditioning for
great
Firefly?
show. No, but it was like a video game that was similar in concept, similar in vibe, and so I wanted to get the feeling.
Can you recommend some classic movies to get started with for non-Americans / people who are recently introduced to American culture? Well, I mean, I think okay. The most greatest you got to start with Jurassic Park. If you haven't seen it,
Amazing.
it's like there's not a more peak Hollywood Americana than Jurassic Park. It's like you got to start there. It's like, yeah. More recently, I'd say something like Mad Max, Fury Road. But that's Australian, so...
Owl House was a really good, just a good cartoon. I loved Owl House. Would you ever do a Death Note watch party? I would do that.
I don't get these watch parties. I just want to watch... Like, I understand a watch party if you're going to rip on something, but just to enjoy it, I want to sit there and have the show work on me.
Yeah, that's fair.
But if there's some, like, yeah, I'll rip on some things.
Well, here's what you can do: is you can finish Death Note, and then you can watch the Death Note movie, the live.
I
action.
saw it. It's
The
not.
live
I already
action.
seen. That's probably I've already seen. It wasn't very good.
Oh, okay. Sucker Punch. It's good. Me, She Loves Me Watch Party. Do you like that musical, She Loves Me?
I don't think I know this one.
You don't? You just broke some hearts.
She is what? Talk me through
It's
what?
like an older musical. It's really good.
Older,
Oh,
like
all right,
1960s, 50s, 40s.
It's the musical version of Shop Around the Corner.
Okay, was this a Broadway show? Is it currently a Broadway
It was a
show?
Broadway show.
Formerly a Broadway show?
It was 1963.
So there's a film version of this musical.
No, there isn't.
So
but there was the movie.
Where
Shop Around
should
the
I
Corner.
have seen it?
I don't know.
Where should I have seen
Wait,
She Loves Me?
there's a filmed version somewhere. I don't know.
Where
I
have
don't
you,
know
where have
you
you seen She
I've
Loves
heard
Me?
I've heard music.
Oh, you've
I've
heard it. You haven't
and
seen
I've
it.
watched clips.
You haven't.
I'll be right back.
You haven't even seen it.
Got some.
Giving me shit and he hasn't even seen it. Quick favorite musicals. Oh, that's tough. I don't think I have a. Oh, maybe Chess. I love Chess. Chess is fun. Holy Musical Batman's my favorite musical. What else we got? Also, what shirt is this? I don't know, honestly. It's a basketball shirt that I think it's my brother's. I don't know the PHG, whatever that is. Couldn't tell you. It's just my undershirt for today. What other? I mean, you know. I don't know. Well, we're sweating. We're sweating through our pits here. All right. Do you have any musicals that you think will be great movies? No, here. Oh, wait a minute. That's the other way around, isn't it? Musicals that would be great movies. Well, anything in the Hatchfield universe. Super disappointed in the Newman musical movie, but some love it. Yeah, the problem with the transition from musicals to movies is that you lose something. You lose. They all sound canned. They either sound canned or they sound awful, like the guy who did Cats and Les Mis. So it's just a musical should stay musical, and a movie there's exceptions to these rules. There's exceptions. But
That's a great soda. No.
Is this Saturday saying goodbye?
No.
Stop me now.
All right, close call.
That was
Close
funny.
call. Close call. But we do need to wrap it up because I have candy I need to eat.
What kind?
I got. Since we're now these videos are now being sponsored. It's now Easter time, everybody. Get your Reese's Hearts.
It is. Get those Easter hearts.
Because we're about to enter the.
Oh my god, I haven't had a Mountain Dew in fucking forever. Oh god, I feel like it's just jolted caffeine straight
chill
into
out.
my
Shut
chest.
up.
Like, thunk. Oh!
All right, bye, everybody. Good lord.
I'm drooling. Oh, there's drool.
Highway having fun. Nothing's gonna stop me now. Middle aged and I'm on the run, looking for my way out. 2 wheels and I'm letting loose. I'm passing the rearview mirror. I'm maverick with my best friend Goose. We're letting go of my feet.
Still taking your medication?
I'm a 30-year-old on a scooter. Sun in my eyes and the wind in my hair. 30-year-old on a scooter. Just don't care. And I just don't care. Racing through my journeys, ice cream fun. I park my baby right outside. No one fucking touch it. No one fucking touch it. Get Kenny. the sun, but somebody's stolen my ride. Somebody touched it, so I down it like a milkshake, fighting stance. Someone's gonna fucking pay. But I look at the eyes of my best friend Dan. I know it's gonna be okay.
What?
30-year-old on a scooter, sun in my eyes and the wind in my hair. 30-year-old on a scooter, just don't care. 30-year-old on a scooter, sun in my eyes and the wind in my hair. 30-year-old on a scooter, I'm way out of touch, and I just don't care.
This is for all the scooter lovers. Can you give me a ride like this? Do you know how to drive like this? Can you feel alive like this? Will you ever love